Welcome to the Cover Your Assets podcast, a show for the physician who understands the importance of protecting everything you've worked so hard to achieve. If you're ready to find the peace of mind that only financial security can bring, let's get started. Here's your host, Billy Gwaltney.
Welcome to today's episode of the Cover Your Assets podcast. I'm Billy Gwaltney, excited to be with you today. The topic in this episode is the New York-Presbyterian Guaranteed Standard Issue, or GSI, disability policy and the details associated with it. This program is for residents and fellows at New York-Presbyterian hospitals, the specific locations of Columbia, Weill Cornell, and Queens. I'm one of the exclusive brokers for this program with Guardian, who is one of the top true specialty on occupation disability carriers. Now, to start, you've probably received some information from me that includes some quotes. The reason for this conversation is the importance of this coverage. The best coverage that you can get contains three non-negotiables. The first one is the true specialty on occupation definition of disability. And that definition means two things. One, it means that if an illness or injury prevents you from performing the important duties of your particular occupation, your specialty or subspecialty, then you're totally disabled for policy purposes. The second part of that is that there's then no penalty for income you later earn doing something different. Okay. So if you can't do your specialty, your day-to-day duties, then you can go consult, write a book, teach, whatever you want to do, make an unlimited income doing that, and there's no penalty to your benefit. It's the best definition you can get. This GSI opportunity includes that definition. The second key element is what's called an enhanced partial disability benefit, which pays for partial disabilities if you could do your specialty or subspecialty part-time, but not full-time. And then whatever the percentage loss of pay you experience, the insurance company would pay you that percentage of your policy benefit. This GSI opportunity includes the enhanced partial as well. Part of the enhanced partial is the third key element to a properly designed disability policy, and that's the long-term recovery benefit. And this is vital. It pays if you medically recover from a disability and go back to work, but when you go back to work, your income does not recover to what it used to be. And that happens a lot. We have clients that have collected for over a decade from a recovery benefit. It's very possible for someone to come back after being medically cleared from their disability, their illness or injury, and just never be as productive as they used to be from an economic standpoint. And so this policy would continue to pay you if that happened. So a properly designed true own occupation private policy is basically three legs: the true own occupation or specialty own occupation definition of disability, the enhanced partial benefit, and the long-term recovery benefit. It's like a three-legged stool that if you take one of the legs away, it becomes unstable and falls over. Okay. Corny analogy, but it's applicable here. Generally, there is streamlined medical screening required to get this coverage. You have to be healthy-ish. You have to answer about 25 or so medical questions, and the insurance company reserves the right to either exclude pre-existing conditions, perhaps modify or rate the policy and charge you more, or decline you completely. In certain opportunities, insurance companies will offer what's called a guaranteed standard issue policy, where they pick a particular facility, in this case, New York-Presbyterian, and the locations of Columbia, Weill Cornell, and Queens, and they will offer residents and fellows the opportunity to buy the best coverage without any medical questions. Okay, it's called Guaranteed Standard Issue, or GSI for short. There are no medical questions. There are no exclusions for any pre-existing conditions. So if someone has diabetes, cancer, anxiety, depression, those things cannot be excluded. Okay, risky hobbies, if you do mixed martial arts for exercise, or if you hang glide or jump out of planes, whatever you do, those cannot be excluded. If you go through the medical screening process, those likely would be excluded. And in this case, they would not be. This coverage includes the trainee discount. So you're able to save anywhere from 10 to 30% with Guardian depending on your specialty. Different specialties have different total discounts. You keep that discount forever on everything you buy. The coverage, as I said, includes the best definitions that are difficult to get, typically requiring medical screening, and in this particular case, not. The coverage is private, and it's also portable, which means you can take it with you wherever you go. Your employer, either now or in the future, can't tell you what to do with it. It's a contract that's private between you and the insurance company. It includes the future purchase option, which is the rider that allows you to expand coverage as your income goes up once you become an attending. So the Guardian allows you to purchase up to $5,000 a month of coverage initially, and then it would include the future increase option that lets you add another $10,000 per month for a total of $15,000 per month of coverage, all without any medical screening and with the trainee discount included. And then the coverage is also non-cancelable and guaranteed renewable, which means the insurance company cannot change the rate. They cannot cancel the policy. You can cancel at any time, but they cannot. And they cannot change the definitions. So it's the best coverage you can get, again, with no medical screening required. So the information that I sent you describes this. And then if you've requested a quote, you'll see some figures, some monthly premiums for, typically I provide two amounts of coverage. One would be $5,000 per month, which is the maximum you can start off with as a trainee. And then it would include the ability to add $10,000 per month for a total of $15,000 combined coverage in the future, all without any medical screening and with the trainee discount included. There's another option that I show, which is $3,750 per month. You're not required by law. There's no rule that says you have to start at $5,000. So if starting at a lower amount is more budget friendly, then we include $3,750 per month with the ability to still increase up to a total of $15,000 per month of coverage. If you go below $3,750 per month, then you would have a reduction in the total amount of future insurance you could buy. So if you go below $3,750 per month, then you would not be able to increase up to a total of $15,000. It would still be higher than the amount you start at, but it's usually 3 times the initial base. Okay. So if you started at $2,500 per month, your total insurance would be $10,000 per month. So $3,750 is as low as you can go and still end up at the maximum cap of $15,000 per month. So that's why we show both of these amounts. You'll see that there are several different combinations based on a 90-day or 180-day elimination with or without COLA or COLA. Now, the elimination period of 90 or 180 days, that's how long you self-insure or wait from the date of a disability until you get your first check. So if a disability occurs in January, you're getting your first check in either April or July. You elect how long you want that to be. The benefit period would be to age 65. Okay. The COLA or cost of living adjustment is an inflation factor. It's a rider that you add to your policy that increases the benefit once a claim is filed to help keep pace with inflation. It's not required to have it. Most of our clients start with it. You can drop it off in the future. You cannot add it in the future. And so most clients tend to start with it. But the rates you're going to see are mixing and matching the 90 and 180-day elimination period with or without this cost of living. Okay. Again, the coverage includes the best definitions, the true specialty, own occupation definition of disability, the enhanced partial benefit, the long-term recovery benefit, and it's portable and private. You keep it, you call the shots. They can never take it away from you. It's important to understand that 2 things. One is that this offer is not forever. Guaranteed standard issue offers come and go. If Guardian decided that they didn't like the metrics that were coming in or the participation figures and they weren't getting enough people to buy in on it, or just change their philosophy or their goals from a financial standpoint, they could end the GSI opportunity like today. There's no inclination that they're going to do that soon, but it's technically available to you as long as you're a trainee at one of these New York-Presbyterian facilities. But it doesn't mean that if you wait around until your last day of training that it's going to be here. So you do need to get it while the getting is good, so to speak. The other key element is that you need to apply for GSI before you apply elsewhere if you have any type of medical history. If there's any exclusion or alternative offer that you get from going through a medical screening with another insurance company, you cannot apply for this GSI option with Guardian. You're excluded from it. So it's really important to make sure that you get this first. Then you can look at other options if you wanted to. This coverage is not a mortgage, so you're not locked in forever. Most of our clients keep it for their entire career, but you would be able to explore other options down the road if you wanted to. The last thing I'll mention is that who your broker is really matters. You'll see some information about this as well. The importance of getting these details right. Guardian does not allow this GSI offer to many of their brokers. And I'm an independent broker, broker all the top disability contracts. Anytime a company like Guardian asks me to participate and help them spread the word and facilitate this opportunity for a training location, it's just smart to do it because it's an excellent contract. I mean, this is the best coverage you can get. It is so rare to be able to get it without any medical screening at all. And so it's advisable to strongly consider it and then work with a specialist. A broker that's offering this is going to be a specialist. Guardian vets their brokers pretty well. It's vital to get this part of your financial life exactly right. Your broker advocates for you at the time of claim. They help you get the definitions right up front. They help you increase coverage throughout your career. And then if the rubber meets the road and you really need to tap into this, then the broker is going to be the one that helps make sure that that you get what you need. The broker can be as involved as you want him or her to be. So it's up to you to make sure that they earn the commission that you're paying, which is automatically built into this policy. So if you called Guardian directly, they would send you to me or someone like me. There has to be a broker. The broker compensation is automatically baked into the contract. You don't pay me or anyone else anything extra. One last point in wrapping up. The next step, if you want to move forward, is to click on the Guardian GSI intake questionnaire link that's in the email I sent you. If you don't have it, I'll be happy to send it to you. Again, there are no medical questions. You'll then, once you fill out that form, you'll then e-sign the application and that's it. And so I would love the opportunity to help you. I hope you found this helpful. Just wanted to give you some details about how this program works. Happy to discuss your situation specifically and answer any particular questions you have. Feel free to reach out to me anytime. You can text me at 704-270-2376 and be happy to schedule a time to discuss. Again, 704-270-2376. Reach out to me anytime. I want to make sure this number is right. Yeah, that's it. Until we meet again, thank you for your time. I'm grateful for that. Take care.
Thanks for listening to the Cover Your Assets podcast, a Work P2P production. New episodes drop every 2 weeks. If you've enjoyed the conversation, subscribe, rate, and review this podcast. For more tips and advice, visit the website and YouTube channel. Check the show notes for links. Join us next time for another episode dedicated to helping physicians like you get your disability insurance right and protect your way of life.